Good morning, world. Good morning, Tibetians all over the world. This is Emmanuel Mdeniswa. I'm broadcasting from the Republic of South Africa in one of the well-known townships of Soweto in Mufuliro. Today is a sunny morning, and the date today is the 24th of September 2018. I would love to greet everyone in the TPC community all over the world. Even non-members are also welcome because the Billion coin is intended to be the coin which will get rid of poverty for all humanity in the universe. Now, today I'm very much excited, and I would love to share some of the brand new blocks here with me from the Billion coin. I want to look at some of the latest blocks here. If you can mind going through to the block with me right now. Since we are all aware that our Billion coin is in its distribution phase, I saw fit it that let me go back to the blog under the subheading Massive Growth Campaign coming soon. The reason why I'm going back to this blog, it is because we all have got the responsibility as members to be well informed. It might be because some other people are still in the working class. So today is a public holiday here in South Africa, but I would love to actually reach those people who might have missed my first broadcast. As you can see from this blog here, the Massive Growth Campaign, I would love to dwell much on the red block, the community block. This is a strategy which is going to help us if each one of us can manage to bring in 10 new people in the TPC community. It will help a lot to ease the pressure and to push the membership growth into the TPC community, because our coin is attached to the growth of the community. If we don't have a strategy of growing the community, we will never ever achieve what we intend to achieve. So this is admin posting these blogs to us. So sharing about what admin is giving us would be sharing the calculated system which we all have to follow as the Billion members at large. So if each one of you can adopt this strategy and bring new people, each one can bring 10. Just imagine if we are about 100 people, how many people can we have in this community? A lot of people are going to join, and each one of them must duplicate the same chain reaction. So it is going to make things much easier. And in the blog here, let me just take you through the notes, because I have to dwell much upon what our admin is giving us. It goes on to say, reaching our objective of 1 billion members has always been within reach since the idea of TPC was conceived. Remember, the ultimate prize is 1 billion members. The only question is, how fast can you reach that number? How fast can you reach that number? Humanity needs to upgrade what it uses as a medium of exchange for goods and services. The current system, where a few have so much power over everyone else, has proven over and over again that the few cannot be trusted with such power. So start the comparison below to see what I mean. Let us go to the common sense comparison. Here is titled common sense. It goes on to say, have you noticed the whole world is rethinking the nature of money? What type of money do you want? I think before I can go on, we are aware that the money that we are using is called the fiat currency. And this fiat currency was designed by those who have power, by the elites. And today I would like us to go through this comparison here, comparing the fiat currency and our cryptocurrency. For example, TBC is the cryptocurrency in subject here. It says here, money created by banks and controlled by governments. Or would you prefer money of the people and managed by a trustworthy community of people? Which one would you prefer? You understand? Money of the people or money of the banks? It also goes to say this money from the banks was designed to enslave humanity. Can you see this money, how it was designed? It was not designed to help, but to enslave humanity. And our cryptocurrency is designed to free humanity. These are the two comparisons which we need to start analyzing and see the differences. Because if you don't know the difference between cryptocurrency and the money created by the banks, we shall never adopt what we want. We have to adopt. We shall never be able to stand up and fight for what we think is right for us. So I find this block much more educative indeed. It goes on to say, part 3, thousands of years of proof that corruption takes over its use. This is the fiat currency that I'm talking about. Then when you look at the other side, it inhibits corruption. When you deal with the money, our money, the cryptocurrency, it has got this, I would say, characteristics of inhibiting corruption, because this is controlled by the blockchain system. All transactions are there. You will never ever corrupt it. And would you prefer the kind of money which is built on the principle of scarcity? Because you know, scarcity was designed by the elite with a purpose of enslaving the majority of us. Or would you prefer the money which is built on the principle of abundance? You see, TBC is the first abundance-based cryptocurrency designed for all kind of humanity throughout the globe. So that is why you are pushing for the adoption of the billion coin according to the principles and the strategies laid down by our admin. It also goes to say, would you prefer the money which lacks transparency, or you would prefer to use the money which is very transparent? These are the very tangible comparisons, and you cannot deny this. A fact is a fact. Would you also want to use the money which is has got its source of perpetual poverty of the masses, or would you like to have the money which will end global poverty? The money which enables rule by force, or not used as a form to rule the people? Or would you prefer the money which is very expensive, or rather would you go for the kind of money which is very economical? Like, for example, how can I explain myself there when I say very economical? Our currency is attached to the membership agreement. It is when the coin has been agreed that the TBC coin is not going to go down, but will always appreciate. You understand? So our economy, our new money is very economical in that sense. It is not attached to an open market system, so it is very much economical. It will be able to rid off scarcity and poverty in the communities of the world. Then tendency towards slow-moving circulation, tendency towards slow-moving circulation. Would you prefer to use a money which has got a tendency towards slow-moving circulation, or you would prefer the currency that promotes fast-moving circulation? You see, the last one here says systems are too complicated for average people to understand. Systems are too complicated for average people to understand. And with our currency, system is so simple for average people to understand. This is what our admin wants us to understand, the difference between cryptocurrency and the fiat currency, so that we can be able to stand up and say we need to adopt a living currency which will rid off the scarcity and poverty amongst our communities of the world. Let me also take you through down these notes here. Out of all the alternative cryptocurrencies in the world today, TBC is the only one completely free of banking manipulation. TBC is the only one completely free of banking manipulation and force of government. I think you are agreeing with this statement. TBC has already created abundance within a world that has only known scarcity. TBC is the clear choice. It says TBC is the clear choice moving forward. We have had our trials and have a pattern of overcoming, overcoming them, and we are stronger now than we have ever been. It's time to speed up the growth within the TBC community. We are now ever stronger. We are getting stronger and stronger every day, especially the idea of encouraging people, members of the Billion Coin, to become broadcasters throughout the globe. It is one of the strengths that we have. I remember the idea of a hydra. We need to come together and operate as many, like a hydra. A hydra is a multi-headed creature or monster. If you cut one head, you will never kill a hydra. So if all of us are going to stand in voices with one common voice, this is going to be achievable very easily. Merchants can play a very key role now in speeding up community growth. Today, we're talking about the merchants, sponsoring merchants. Merchants can play a key role in spreading up community growth, but not in the way you might be thinking they will. Let us read here and understand. Too many of you in the TBC community only see what a merchant can do for you. You want more merchants to accept TBC Kringlets for payment. You want merchants to accept 100% in TBC Kringlets for their goods and services. That is what the admin says to us. My dear friends, those are not reasonable expectations. Don't you see that merchants are smart business people? Merchants operate their businesses on revolving cash flow, such as stocking their shelves with products they know will be sold. And when these products do sell, then they keep a portion of that revenue generated as profit and pay themselves as their means of living. And the majority of that revenue is used to restock the store shelves. Realistically, can merchants restock today only using TPC as payment? Of course not. That is why we need to get 1 billion members. By the time TPC will be so widely accepted as a form of payment that merchants could restock their shelves using only TPC. So if we are going to have 1 billion verified members in our community, it is going to be a massive, I'm saying a massive campaign to the whole community of merchants. They will start realizing that TPC is here. It will be easy for them to adopt it and recognize it and accept it as a means of payments for their services and for their goods and services. So let us not put the cart in front of the horse, as the saying goes. This is some of the pictures here in this blog, which are showing merchants are ready. They are merchants are always interested in restocking and filling their shelves. For now, Kringle coins are private smartphone money, ready for merchants to use and accept. Right. I believe the merchants can help us get 1 billion members in about 1 year. This is what admin believes. In about 1 year, if we can embark all of us, this is what our admin foresees they can accept. If we present our community, our opportunity in the right way. Please don't go to merchants and try to convince them to accept 100% TPC Kringles as payment. They will not be interested in doing that, as I already explained why above. Instead, sponsor them and show them how to sell TPC as a product. A merchant that can successfully sell TPC over and over again is much more likely to later accept TPC as a form of payment. The new business cards makes it easy, especially if you will do all of the heavy lifting, especially if you can do all of the heavy lifting first. We shall actually see what the TPC is up to here. We have now business cards, which you can print. You can just go to the marketing side of your Kringle Cash back office, and you can be able to fill in your personal details. That is your full name, your surname, your Facebook link if you have, and your email address. Then the card can be printed in these beautiful logos of our Kringles, as well as these beautiful colors, so that you can actually distribute something which is in line with what the billion coin is saying. Let me just my phone battery is showing slow here. Just hold on for me. No. Okay. I was sorting out my battery. Is showing. I'm sorry for this. A decent number of you within the billion, the TPC community have already achieved a steady stream of cash flow by following the system. Most of you still need a cash flow coach to help you get there. If you are getting pretty good at the following system and earning an income using it, then it is time to expand that system to include inviting merchants to join us in the distribution phase of TPC. Small business owners are the best to approach at this time. Big chain stores will not be interested in us at this time. Yes, for now, we are advised to London. Uthe ngifake connected la. Ngifakile. Lapha ifoni kuze. Sorry, my battery. I'm trying to fill up my battery here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Once again, I'm sorry for this. Small business owners are the best approach at this time. Big chain stores will not be interested in us at this time. So what do I mean by you doing all the heavy lifting? This is the suggestion now what we must do as members in order for us to be able to do our business with the small merchants. Make selling TPC risks free. Make selling TPC free. Let me highlight here. Make selling TPC risk free for the merchants. Think about it. How many customers does a small business owner have per day? Hundreds, 500s. Product-based stores can easily attend to 100 or more customers a day, of course. Same goes for restaurants. What if all they had to do was hand out the business cards to make money in TPC? What a very good idea. You could do the rest of the work for them. You could set up a KCBO account for them by creating an email account in their business name. You could pay their $10 admin fee for them. Of course, you could print up 1,000 business cards for them too. Yep, it's costing you a few bucks to get them started, but you have made it risk-free for them to give this a try. 1 or 2 merchants will keep you pretty busy following up their sign-ups. You just rotate from one KCB account to the next each day, looking for the new referrals that come in as a result of the merchant passing out the business cards. Do you get the idea, folks? We have to approach business people and have and tell them about our TPC and how we intend doing business with them. Teach the merchants to offer words of encouragement as they pass out these business cards, like, be sure to collect this gift today while the offer lasts. Then when you connect with these referrals, you can explain how the cookie reward system works, and that encourages purchases of at least $100 in Kringles. You can meet these referrals at the restaurant location, at the merchant's location, and complete $100 cash transaction. 50% of that will go to the merchants as your partner, of course, because you are partnering here. You will be partnering with the merchants. Of course, the merchants will cash on and will also want a purchase at least $100 too from you. And when they do, you will keep the 100% of that as your personal sale. What a wonderful idea. That's why I love admin. If every merchant was approached this way, why would any of them say no? There's no reason for them to say no. Passing out business cards from the cash register is so easy to do, and each time they do it, it could bring in $50 of new revenue to them. You see, it's what I call a no-brainer. When merchants find it easy to sell TPC using the business cards, then they are highly likely to at least accept 50% TPC and Kringles, TPC/Kringles, right? Imagine tens of millions of merchants all over around the world accepting 50% of TPC Kringles in about 6 to 9 months from now. You will be surprised how fast we go from 100 million merchants to 1 billion members. I bet the distance between those two achievements is only about 60 days. So, ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Tibetan, this is the one of the most encouraging strategies that admin is advocating for us. That admin is really pushing us to do. If all of us can take this seriously, we are going far. We are going far, ladies and gentlemen. We are going far. And this is really empowering. It's a very easy, cut clear strategy of dealing with merchants who have been wishing to go out there, but we're going to mess up things. So I would love to encourage each one of us to adopt this strategy that our admin has given to us. That is why I always say admin is here for us. If we have, ours is only to follow their system. Ours is only to follow their strategy, their instructions. Everything is there in the blog. Dear ladies and gentlemen all over the world, let us adopt it. Let us go to our Kringle Cash office and prepare ourselves in terms of these smart business cards. Everything is designed for us. What is going to hinder us now? If all of us are going to adopt this system, the 1 billion membership will be achieved very easily. Let us come together and influence each other and help each other. We are aware that there are people around us in our poor communities who doesn't have any idea of how things are done. So we need to come together and help those people so that they too can have their business cards and also share this in our community meetings. Let us embrace this strategy as a group, because if we operate together, it makes life much easier. So this is what I wanted to share with you this morning, my dear friends all over the world, my dear TPC community. The billion coin is there for us. The billion coin is us. Let us work very hard so that we achieve this 1 billion membership. And once we work together as a force, life becomes much easier. I would like to take this opportunity before my time expires to thank each and every humanity out there, whoever has been listening to my broadcast. I really appreciate, and I wish to connect with you personally. If you need to contact with me, I've always said you can as well connect with me through my email address. My email address goes as emmanuelmdeniswa@gmail.com. I am looking forward to hear any feedbacks from you, ladies and gentlemen, all over the world. May God bless you once again this day. May God make this broadcast not only from me but from my other fellow broadcasters. Let us just go into the blog and go into the Kringle Cash and listen to various broadcasters there so that we can get various information coming from the billion members throughout the globe. I would love to say thank you very much for taking your time to listen to me. Have a blessed day. I thank you. Bye-bye.